Hi everyone, this is Desiree from Bradley First Church of the Nazarene, and this is BNaz on the go, I believe episode 14, and it's a little rainy, and it's a little windy out here, so I'm kind of cold, but we have been trying for weeks to get these geese behind us, and we finally got them, so, because there's usually cars and stuff around this little park area, so it's hard for us to get them. So we finally got our geese. So I wanted to tell you a few things about geese that you may or may not know. So geese are highly social animals. Did you know that? If they're raised around other livestock and stuff, they usually get along with them pretty well. You might have seen videos like that on YouTube or something like that. Geese always fly in the shape of a V, you know, the flying V or whatever. And this allows for 71% greater flying range. When the goose in the lead gets tired, then another one takes over the positions and they rotate. So they kind of help each other out when they're flying around. Geese are very loyal. They mate for life and they're protective of their partners and their offspring, so they're very loyal. It is cold out here. They have strong affections for others in the group. If goose gets sick or wounded, a couple of other geese may drop out of formation and help protect them. And yeah, so there's a lot that we can learn from geese, and we can learn a lot about their sense of community. Years ago, I did a sermon during Christmas time, and I called everybody misfits, you know, because of the whole Rudolph movie. Well, today I'm going to compare the church to geese, so I'm calling us geese. Now in Acts 2, we have a beautiful example of community, of small group ministry, and the expansion of the church as a result of that. And so I want to read to you real quick in Acts chapter 2. Let me get there real fast if my umbrella doesn't fly away. So it says in Acts 2, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching and to fellowship, to the breaking of bread and to prayer. Everyone was filled with awe at the many wonders and signs performed by the apostles. All the believers were together and they had everything in common. They sold property and possessions to give to anyone who was in need. Every day they continued to meet together in the temple courts. They broke bread in their homes and ate together with glad and sincere hearts, praising God and enjoying the favor of all people. And the Lord added to their number daily those who were being saved. So there's this sense of community back in the early church, of small group ministry, of churches. And so this sense of community, just like the geese, you know, the geese were loyal to each other. The geese helped each other out with the flying, and if one of the geese was injured, they'd come down and protect the injured ones, and all that sort of thing. And in the same way, the church needs to be like that. This says in here, you know, devote themselves to prayer. We should all be praying for one another. They were sharing things that they had in common. They were giving to each other. When one person was in need, woo, there goes my umbrella. That's fun for the video. When they were in need, they would help each other out. I'm gonna put this down. Anyway, when they were in need, now I lost my thing, they would help each other out. And so they did this all with sincere and glad hearts. And because of the way that they were acting, they were being the church and they were helping one another, the church grew. And people saw that because they saw what the church was like, and they were like, I need to be a part of that. And then the church would grow. And so in the same way, that is what we as the church need to be doing now. We need to be that support group to one another. We need to be encouraging one another, teaching people about Christ. And especially now, in the days of COVID and all of that, there are so many ways that the church can reach out and really show each other Christ and what it all means. So do that these days. Go out, help someone, show them what the church is, show the love of Christ and how much He can change our lives. This is Desiree. I am out. I'm going to get back in the warm car. So God is good all the time, all the time. God is good.